As the world mourns the tragic death of the singer Whitney Houston, conspiracy forums all over the internet are steaming with discussions whether she was sacrificed by the Illuminati to fulfill some evil agenda, as well as the sinister details about this event that of no way can be taken as mere coincidences. The death of Whitney Houston is fully surrounded by odd synchronized dates, creepy events, several Kabbalistic numbers, blatant darkness rituals on American TV, and occult symbols that strongly suggest that she was actually murdered in a satanic sacrifice, believe it or not, for the Diamond Jubilee of the Queen of England Elizabeth II. The evidences that point out to this dark conclusion have been exposed by several members of the Godlike Productions Forum. I took part in most of these discussions, gathered all the elements that surfaced so far, and put them together, so that you can understand what might actually be going on. Prepare yourself. Let's start by taking a look back at Madonna's performance at the Super Bowl halftime, in February 5th. Dressing as a Babylonian goddess of darkness, she threw up a blatant occult ritual on American TV, accompanied by Mia, Nicki Minaj and dozens of dancers, dressed like pagan entities, priests and priestesses. Madonna, who's an actual priestess of the Jewish Kabbalah, nicknamed Esther, seems to be representing the Venus, Inanna, Ishtar, the alien goddess worshipped by the Illuminati. Notice that part of the stage has the shape of a diamond, and take in mind that this ritual at the Super Bowl took place one day before the date of Queen Elizabeth's Diamond Jubilee. She ascended to the throne of UK in February 6, 1952. Thus, what are the odds of Madonna having performed an occult ritual for the Queen of England at the Super Bowl? Whitney Houston also had a quick career in Hollywood, and you might remember that in the movie The Bodyguard, she also performs a song dressed like Venus Inanna, and using a suit similar to Madonna's Super Bowl suit. Also during the Super Bowl, the Pepsi aired a creepy commercial, with a royal-like scenario with the dual colors of the Freemasonry on the floor, and where Whitney Houston looked like, watches symbolic sacrifices in front of her. Notice that her impersonator has a couple of butterflies in her hair. What could be a subliminal message about Whitney Houston have been a monarch subject. Don't miss any detail. The same commercial also has a Mariah Carey look-alike, singing the music Respect, originally sung by Aretha Franklin. Mariah, who also is a monarch, was a very close friend with Whitney Houston, who was goddaughter of Aretha Franklin. Coincidences? I don't think so. Despite the fact that mainstream media and American authorities have built an entire quote-unquote accidental death scenario, in the last days too much creepy details have surfaced pointing out to a murder, and even the anchor of CNN, Nancy Grace, suggested that someone may have pushed Whitney Houston under the water in her hotel bathtub.
Conrad Murray. And not only that, if you recall, Archie Bunker, Carol O'Connor brought the dope dealer into court. They gave his son, Hugh O'Connor, his final hit of drugs that caused his death. So I'd like to know who was around her, who, if anyone, gave her drugs following alcohol and drugs, and who let her slip or pushed her underneath that water. Apparently no signs of force or trauma to the body. Right. Who let Whitney Houston go under her water?
From now on, pay close attention to the several Kabbalistic numbers present in Whitney Houston's death. You probably may have seen these same numbers before, in other events, involving the death of celebrities or catastrophes with mass deaths. Sometimes they appear blatantly and sometimes we have to decode them, by using numerology. She died in her 11th day. She was staying in the room number 434, at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Los Angeles. She was pronounced dead at 3:55 p.m., and this hour holds a very creepy synchronicity. According to the astrological chart of Whitney Houston's birthday, she was born on August 9th. Her zodiac sign was Leo, with ascendant in Pisces. Stay with me. The hour of her birth was 8:55 p.m., and the Illuminati apparatus behind her death, made sure that she was pronounced dead at 3:55 p.m. Another creepy detail. Whitney Houston's middle name was Elizabeth, as well as the Queen of England. You think it's over? I've set the simulator stellarium with the coordinates of Los Angeles, by the day and approximate time of Whitney Houston's death. Take a look at the position of Venus, the morning star worshipped by the Illuminati, the planet associated with the alien goddess Inanna. It's rising in the sky, entering the house of Pisces, which is the ascendant zodiac sign of Whitney Houston. Now take a look at the magnitude of Venus. By numerology the result equals 6, which is the day of the Queen Elizabeth's Diamond Jubilee. Still not convinced that Whitney Houston was sacrificed by the Illuminati? Whitney Houston was found dead at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, where she was supposed to attend a pre-Grammy party, hosted by the record producer and music industry mogul, Clive Davis. If the fact that she was born in a day 9, died in a day 11, and the numerology of her room be equal to 11, is not compelling enough to support an occult conspiracy, open the Google Earth and check the coordinates of the Century Plaza Towers, which is placed few blocks from the Beverly Hilton, and is a blatant symbol of the Illuminati apparatus in Los Angeles. Do you recognize the Illuminati pyramid with the all-seeing eye of Ra, carved in the yard of the Century Plaza? Any chance of this being just a coincidence? Another sinister detail that just surfaced is that the coroner service was ordered by Clive Davis for not removing Whitney's body until the end of his party at the Beverly Hilton. And notice that the Los Angeles police did not even close the hotel for forensics investigation, at least not until before the party, what would be the standard procedure and surely applied if it was an ordinary person dead in the same circumstance. The fact that Clive Davis' party was not even cancelled and went wild all night long, despite the very tragic death of Whitney Houston, makes me wonder whether she was indeed sacrificed, and the body was kept in the hotel for further occult rituals, perhaps during the party. The mainstream media and American authorities quickly built up the quote-unquote accidental drowning by overdose case, because it's the perfect plausible deniability against any conspiracy theory. People will tend to believe that her death was nothing but the likely end of a long-run drug-addicted. Though, another creepy detail points out to a possible ritualistic sacrifice. The day before Whitney's death, her daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, also was found asleep in the same bathtub, in the same circumstance, but she was saved by friends and bodyguards, before she had the same fate of her mother. Despite the fact that mainstream media treats the case as a mere frightening coincidence, I'm inclined on thinking that she was the first choice for a ritualistic sacrifice. The numerology of Bobby Christina's age, 18, equals 9. Remember that the numerology of that room, 434, equals 11. 9/11. A young girl, perhaps even virgin, sacrificed during a full moon, near an Illuminati monument, the Century Plaza, as Venus rised in the sky over Los Angeles, doesn't seem too far-fetched to me. But as far as they failed to kill her, they moved on to her mother and succeeded. Stay with me and don't miss the last part of this video.